short time. Obviously, we could still grow, still learn more things, but it's been fun. I mean, you got ups and downs, but it's been fun nonetheless.
Joe, when you're an offensive lineman, you come here. I think all you guys probably have that goal to eventually make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
Does it concern you guys at all that maybe there hasn't been that first round pick or that really high round pick for the Badger offensive line?
I mean, obviously, that's what you want,
Right.
right? That's what everyone wants, but sometimes it doesn't shake out that way. I know I got aspirations to be a first-round draft pick, and hopefully, I got faith in Coach Blas, Coach Fick, and Coach Grimes to help me, Jake, Riley, everyone in the offensive line room be as high as we can. But you can't really think that way. You got to think in the future. It'll happen.
Coach Fickle in the past, even last year, talked about, hey, at times, we need to lean on the offensive line. Do you think this new offense really puts the offensive line in a better position to handle that challenge?
For sure. I think what Coach Grimes brought to us allows us to play more physical, which is what we want, and that allows us to put it on our back and really go out there and win games. And we accepted that from the get-go. We know that if we want to be a great offense, it starts up front. And with what he's brought in, what we're able to do, the mentality that he has, it'll be special.
Is there an example? I know a lot of that stuff is technical, but an example you can share in terms of how this group might be more physical, or how the offense allows you to be more physical?
I think it's just the way that we run certain schemes, the way that we run wide zone, the way that we run tight zone. There's an emphasis on denting the line of scrimmage, creating those gaps where the backs are able to make cuts, use their vision, be physical, run downhill. He talks about every day fall forward. When we have inside period, there's no going back. It's only falling forward. And that's a huge emphasis, and you can see it. And it's made us grow exponentially.
Next to you at left tackle, last year it was Jack Nelson, who was a veteran, and you were the young guy, but now you're next to a new guy, and you're kind of the older guy. What are you doing to kind of build chemistry? Are you giving him pointers? How's that relationship developing?
Yeah, it's I kind of knew that this year I'd probably be accepting that role of being the leader of the guy next to me. And it's awesome. I mean, you grow relationships with these young guys who are going to be special players. You get in there, you watch film together, you're talking on the sideline after plays, meeting with coaches together, doing whatever you can to make him feel comfortable next to you and make me feel comfortable next to him.
What stands out about Haywood both on and off the field?
On the field, he is nasty. I mean, he is what you want in an offensive tackle. He's long, he's fast, and he plays with the tenacity that an offensive lineman needs. Off the field, he's got a work ethic that you don't really see in young guys. Young guys kind of come in and they accept that they're young and they kind of take these strides, but he wants to get on that field and he works his butt off for sure.
Joe, apologize if you've already been asked. The last few weeks of the season, it felt like after one of those games you were kind of dealing with something. Was that kind of the case, and are you kind of back to fully healthy and being yourself?
Yeah, I'm fully healthy right now. I feel amazing. This spring's been great. I think as an offensive line as a whole, we've taken major steps, and I think this upcoming year will be a lot different, and we'll be ready to go.
How tough is it sometimes, when you're battling through something with you being the physical guy who likes to play with the mean streak or something?
It's tough, but you gotta lean on the guys next to you. They count on you. They're there for you, and that's what I like so much about this locker room, this team. The guys now are bought in, and we want to go. We want to face whoever it is in front of us.
You were waiting for that opportunity a lot. What did you learn about yourself in your first season as a full-time starter?
College football is a lot different than high school. You gotta be able to move on. I mean, you miss a rep or whatever, you lose a rep, you gotta be able to move on. That's just the name of the game. You're not gonna win every rep, but you gotta learn from it as well, and just keep growing.
What has the opportunity or challenge been like facing against some of these new guys in the defensive line room each day?
Yeah, it's unique, and it makes all of us better. I mean, new guys are, because you don't know what they play like until you line up against them in full pads. And every guy has their own thing that makes them special, and that makes us better every day. Perk is twitchy, Parker's strong. Ben's a heavy man. He knows how to use his hands well. So you're working on different things every time you line up against someone different, and it's made me better for sure.
When it comes to this offense, Coach Grimes, his talking points have been it's a vertical passing attack, a lot of explosive plays generated. How does that make it easier on you guys as the offensive line when you're able to create those explosive plays in the air?
Oh, it makes everything easier. I mean, when you can create explosive plays in the air, that allows the run game to open up. When you're creating explosives in the run game, it allows the pass game to open up. So it allows everything to flow so smoothly.
You got, with Dylan, Cade, Darian, and you got 3 guys probably at the top of the depth chart. Do you see those guys as, are they kind of 3 guys with a similar style or blocking for them? Do you feel like there's some differences that even when you're blocking, you kind of, need to take note of?
Yeah, I think, when you look at someone like Cade Yakimelli, strong back, he'll run hard, but they all do. That's the thing. Like, they're all very similar. They move well. They're strong. They run downhill. With a guy like Darian Dupree, he's twitching. He'll make a jump cut that you won't see coming, and it's special. That's what makes him such a great player. So every guy has their different things, but they're all similar in a way. So you don't really have to change anything up, or you don't. It's not surprising, but it's special and it's fun.